going on, everybody? Welcome back to the shop. I got a special treat for you today. Right here over my shoulder is a TTR-125. A customer just picked it up for their son to get started on riding some dirt bikes, and they brought it to me to do some tuning up and put some new things on it to make it its best possible bike it can be for this young man. So I thought it'd be pretty cool to bring you in on a short little video. I don't get to do this very often, and I got a lot of fun little things to put on it. None of this video is sponsored, by no means. I don't really do too many sponsors on this channel. This is just kind of me and my shop. So the best sponsor I can have is you and your subscription. Hit that button, give it a thumbs up, and I can keep doing some more stuff like this. So with that said, we'll bring you in here to this 125. This thing is pretty cool. I wanted to go over some things that can talk about when you buy a used bike, what you might be looking for. This one in particular, one thing that stood out immediately was that these pegs right here are still sharp. They got nice sharp teeth. They're not dented and folded up. They still operate and function. There's no big bangs or welds or any of that kind of stuff happening right here. You come down to the skid plate, or not the skid plate. You got your swing arms back here, and not a whole lot of damage going on back here. We even still have a chain guard. So one thing there that was pretty neat to see. This bike is probably, I believe it's like between 2008, 2010. All the stickers on it has been worn off. It's in good condition. These Yamaha 125s, if you keep oil in them and you keep the air filter clean and all the junk out of them, they will run forever. They're a perfect bike for kids anywhere between, let's say, 8 years old to maybe 12, 13 years old. They're great for adults. They're fun for the wives. They're a perfect little air-cooled four-stroke that definitely makes a lot of fun in the shop. The seat and the paint and all the stuff, I mean, when these rigs get sitting out on the side of the shop, especially here in Idaho, when we got our desert heat every summer, they get wore out. They really do. So you want to try to keep things inside as much as possible, but nevertheless, this bike is a great score. A lot of times you got to find some of the factory stuff when it comes to the hard core parts and different things. There's really just no shame in finding the OEM stuff for this. Like I said, they're bulletproof. They last forever if you just treat them right. But we can put a little bit of extra bells and whistles. We got some steel breakaway levers. They're folding levers. We got a brand new chain we're going to throw on this guy. Got a new chain guard in here. Got some new grips, which would be great. We're going to end up doing a new seat cover for it, which would be really cool. These seat covers, they got, a little bit of extra grip on them to keep a kid from scooting off of there. We got our hardware kit for some bark busters. These are just some generic, online Amazon bark busters, guys. Just do something to get your hands safe. Obviously, we got a graphics kit to stick on the whole thing, and just a little bit of accessories just to kind of make it look good again. All right, you guys, I'm really excited to get started on this project. I hope you're excited to get started on this project. Let's go. All right, I want to bring you in here real quick. It's a little dirty. It's been sitting outside for a minute. I think I'm going to end up giving it a pretty good detailing wash so that it's nice and new and looks all shiny. The paint is immaculate under here. I can tell that this bike has not had very many hours at all. So there's hardly any wear on the case here. Lots of good stuff. Great score. All right, let's keep going. Well, okay, let's bring you guys in here. I got the levers done, which is kind of neat. These turned out really nice. They were just off of Amazon. I might actually go ahead and maybe put the link to these in the description. Like I said, I am not sponsored at all, but man, these fit great. They literally fit amazing. They feel really good. They're hopefully going to be durable. So as of now, I will say not bad. All right, I'm going to show you guys a cool trick I use. So I want to get this. This here is a hook blade. This is one of your box cutters, but this is called a hook blade. You use it for roofing. I've grown accustomed to using these to take off these. So they get real bad, you're going to change them. Let's see if I can get this in here, do it. Hook up here behind it. Give it a little hook. Okay. I just want to show it working because it works so well. Then you don't cut the tube because it's a hook blade. You just drag it across there. Boom. See that? Well, the funnest thing just happened to me. I went to put this bar in, and the little nut that goes at the end of the bolt slid down inside of this whole tube, and now I gotta tip the bike on its side to get the nut out, or disassemble the handlebars. So that's great. Oh. Got it. That was annoying. All right, folks. Well, welcome back. It's actually been a couple days since I was last messing with this bike. It's always got something going on around here up in Idaho City. So we just kind of take customers as they come into the shop and we fix what happens. We got into a BMW, something, I don't do a lot of cars on this channel, but I got a Bronco. I got a 2024, 25 Bronco coming up here soon. Be kind of fun. Stay tuned. But yeah, I even got my sign up. I moved it over here. It used to be on the other side of the shop. One of these days we'll do a nice shop tour. But for now, it is an absolute mess. So I'm actually not excited to show off too much of the shop right now. But I'm going to continue on this thing. I want to let you know that I did get the bark busters on, which turned out to be pretty nice. I got the grips on, got the pad on. I put the number plate back on just to see kind of how everything lines up. Looking pretty good. We do got the decal kit still to do. Air filter, chain guide, chain, new seat cover. Lots of new fun stuff here. So we're going to keep going, and we'll set you guys up so you can follow along. And hopefully we can get through it pretty quick. All right, here we go. Alright guys, we got the chain figured out. It was just a little short, so luckily I had some good links around here. So we got it all buttoned up, put together. The pack came with all these masters, so cool. So I got like master links for days to put in my bag, which is really neat. But we got chain on nice, got everything rolling good. Got a more beefy chain guard on here. Yeah, looking pretty good. Guys, we got it off. Man, that was a chore. There was a lot of staples, I'll have to say. You watched the video. So I got it cleaned off. I'm gonna go with the foam. It's a little hot and sun cooked, but it's okay. I think I'll make it. I got kind of prepared here. As you can see, I ended up finding out that my regular staple did not work. My regular staple gun, you gotta have like a nose on this thing so that you can get inside of all these edges and all the corners in here. So this one failed me, so I had to get on Amazon, and I love buying new tools anyways. So I got me a long nose staple gun. Look at this thing. It's pretty neat. It came with a bunch of different size staples. Came with a whole box of these ones. These are pretty long, and came with some medium ones, pretty good size, and these little short guys here, and whole box full. I think it was like 40 bucks. Not bad for even the long nose one. So you gotta make sure you get that. I'm gonna be able to fit inside all these corners now and get the new one on. Here's the old guy. He has seen some better days. I'm gonna get rid of that. Here's the new one. I kind of had it on. I had some fitting earlier. I tried to staple it and it didn't work, and that's what led me to getting a new rig. So with that, we're gonna go ahead and put this bad boy together. Here we go. All right, I'm gonna do my best here. I've not done very many seats in my life, but I have done a couple. I don't think I can fail too bad. Let's see if the gun works. Oh, there's a safety out of the way. Ooh. All right, we got it done. Let's see how it looks here. Bring in. Not too bad. I'll show you the staple mess back here. Yeah, I think it'll work. Okay, let's bring you over here to the bike. Haven't showed you, I actually got all the decals on too already. Lots happened. I even got the Bronco in here that I talked about. Stay tuned. We got a whole box of stuff over here. All this whole table full of stuff we're going to put on that thing. So that'll be fun. But, okay. We got the stickers on. It's looking really, really good. Look at this thing. Got all the beautiful stickers on. I am not the best decal man. But, hey, I think I can do okay. So... look at that bad boy. Okay, final touch. Here we are. Let's get the seat on. There we go. That's kind of just a little sit fit. There we go. Okay. There we are. TTR-125. Looking good. I want to put this over here so I can actually get the seat on there well. Okay. Button under there. Oh yeah. Beautiful. Look at that thing. Get the rest of the bolts in and fire it up. We'll be good to go. All right. I got the seat on there. Looking pretty good, I must say. It sure makes the bike look pretty slick. Look at this thing. All right, well, we're gonna get it fired up. Let's see if it'll just start right up. I've been messing with the carburetor for just a second. I had a little float bowl getting stuck, and I think we're good now. Put in a little bit, but I'll fire right up. Oh yeah. Ooh, little idle adjustment. Let's see. Can I do that right now? I'm not gonna mess with it right now. This will never be a carburetor channel. Sorry guys. But look at that. I mean, it's a real good bike. Yeah, pretty. Oh man, he's gonna love it. Hey, thank you guys for watching this. Oh, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, and stick around for more. It's gonna be great.